Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and International Trade of the Republic of Kenya, so many dignitaries, members of the delegation, ministers delegation of Kenya, ladies and gentlemen, ambassadors, welcome to UNESCO. The empowering of women. This is the message of the 2016 World Water Development Report that UNESCO just published a couple of weeks ago, and this spirit guides UNESCO's action to support countries in taking forward Agenda 2030 on sustainable development. Let me say that our message is very clear. We need stronger cooperation around water, for water, and through water, across Africa, between states, and within them. This calls for new platforms for research and exchange. It requires new forms of management and governance, because we know all too well, water is a public good. It is a human right. It should be accessible to all and managed for the benefit of all, especially women, girls, and young people. In order to do all this, we need champions. We need champions to take this forward. And this is the importance of the nomination of His Excellency Mwai Kibaki as UNESCO Special Envoy for Water in Africa. Mr. Kibaki once said, "Leadership is a privilege to better the lives of others." I believe this is the spirit that guided him, from his early education to his study at the London School of Economics, from his experience in cabinet positions to his election as President of Kenya.
Your generous words of encouragement. Madam Director General, I express my gratitude for the confidence you have placed in me. As I affirm my commitment to honor that trust, I humbly accept the appointment. For this, let me extend my deepest respect and appreciation to you. It is an exciting, if challenging time for Africa. The social and economic effects caused by lack of water are of the highest priority to our people and their governments. All of us recognize that access to clean water is the foundation of all development.
Mr. Mwai, Cabinet Secretary for Water of the Republic of Kenya.
Your Excellency, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, President of the Republic of Kenya, Madam Irina Bokova, the Director General of UNESCO, UNESCO member state ambassadors present, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to join you at this nomination ceremony and feel greatly honored to receive on behalf of His Excellency, Honorable Mwai Kibaki, the nomination certificate for his appointment as Special Envoy of UNESCO for Water in Africa. This special appointment is a recognition of his contribution to the water sector in Kenya, sustainable development regionally, and the international level during his term in office, and which he continues to do today. Your Excellencies, global water resources are scarce. Population growth, climate change, and consumption habits have diminished these resources even further. We in Kenya have recognized that the only way to increase water security for our people is through active development cooperation in the water sector. I therefore express my appreciation to UNESCO for keeping the water security agenda high on the international level and for building the scientific knowledge base to help countries manage their water resources in a sustainable way.
A program which the Minister, I'm sure, will brief you more fully on, as well as access to clean water and sanitation that is important and critical to improving learning conditions, especially in our rural areas. I would appreciate if UNESCO could collaborate with us in this effort in order to increase the provision of water to schools, as well as strengthening water education throughout our country. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to take this opportunity to thank you, Madam Director, and your staff, as well as the ambassadors here, for the very warm welcome that you've accorded me and my delegation. Kenya is proud to be a member of UNESCO, whose mandate in education, natural sciences, social, human sciences and culture, as well as information and communication, are indeed at the very heart of Kenya's development agenda. Kenya is also proud to be the host country for the UNESCO Regional Office for Eastern Africa that covers 13 countries, and the valuable contribution that UNESCO makes towards...
Thank you very much, Madam Director General of UNESCO, Your Excellency, ambassadors and high commissioners, friends of UNESCO, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin my statement by telling Marina that, she called me to accept the certificate, on behalf of President Kibaki. It's not that I refused, but in our culture, which UNESCO is charged to preserve and protect, when your elder sends somebody, in this case he sent this particular gentleman, if he later heard that I went and I usurped that responsibility, it might not bode very well for me. So let me just say that water is without doubt a key source of life, prosperity, and peace, not just for the people of Africa, but indeed for the entire world. And I want to take this opportunity to commend you, Madam Director General, and all. This is also an important recognition of the personal commitment of His Excellency, the former President Mwai Kibaki, to the development and the role that Kenya is playing in promoting sustainable water management. I believe that the nomination will also support the ongoing efforts by African countries to increase access to clean drinking water, as well as sanitation facilities. And towards this end, Madam Director General, I want to assure you of my own personal support to this initiative. Kenya has also finalized all the requirements to commence the activities of a UNESCO Category 2 Center on groundwater. The center will promote sharing of good practices and management of water resources, not only in Kenya but in the region, and we look forward to using the center to strengthen our collaboration with UNESCO. My government has also significantly increased investment in the water sector, given its importance to Kenya's development agenda, and we are rolling out a project that seeks to provide access to safe and adequate water supply to all public primary schools, a program which the Minister, I'm sure, will brief you more fully on, as well as access to clean water and sanitation that is important and critical to improving learning conditions, especially in our rural areas. I would appreciate if UNESCO could collaborate with us in this effort in order to increase the provision of water to schools, as well as strengthening water education throughout our country. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to take this opportunity to thank you, Madam Director, and your staff, as well as the ambassadors here, for the very warm welcome that you accorded me and my delegation. Kenya is proud to be a member of UNESCO, whose mandate in education, natural sciences, social, human sciences and culture, as well as information and communication, are indeed at the very heart of Kenya's development agenda. Kenya is also proud to be the host country for the UNESCO Regional Office for Eastern Africa that covers 13 countries, and the valuable contribution that UNESCO makes towards supporting the development agenda of all member states is something that has been visible, and I want to state today, truly appreciated by us all. I am delighted that Kenya and UNESCO have built a strong relationship, and I want to assure you of the commitment of my government to strengthen this partnership. Today, before we came, we also education and digital literacy in Kenya. This is a key priority of my government, to integrate ICT in education, both in teaching as well as in learning. And I therefore highly welcome and appreciate UNESCO's support, particularly regarding teacher training on ICT integration in collaboration with our Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, together with other stakeholders, to develop the teacher skills